welcome to episode 3 of my disability podcast. I'm here with Carol, and we are doing what I usually do, which is have subjects in a bowl, and Carol's going to pick them up, unravel them, and see what she gets today. I've gone through all the subjects with Carol to make sure she's comfortable with the topics, similar topics to what we've done before. And then we are going to see where this discussion takes us. What we haven't done yet. Can you tell the audience some of the disabilities that you struggle with and want to talk about?
ADHD, autism, Down syndrome, spondylitis.
Right, so you got quite a few there.
And anemia.
Yeah. Okay, so we don't have to talk about all of them, but just the ones that affect these topics. And the ones that you're comfortable with. Mm-hmm. And you can talk as much as you want about stuff. So the first one you've picked out is sleep.
Well, I don't get a lot of sleep because of my apnea. I'm waiting on a waiting list for a mask. I'm going to come in soon. I'm waiting for one stop clinic to discuss my apnea and to get a mask. Yeah. I don't know until I go back for the results.
Yeah, and does that affect you in the day? Do you get quite tired?
Yeah, I do get quite tired during the day, and I get very aggy, and I only sleep in the afternoons.
No, it causes a lot of issues.
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of pain and stuff as well?
Yeah, I get a lot of pain in my leg when I sleep. I get sharp pain down my right leg when I sleep. Sometimes if I lay on my left side, it's easier, but then if I lay on my right side, it's harder.
Yeah, I have a lot of those problems as well with sleep and pain and things.
And if when I sleep, it sometimes if I sleep and I wake up and then I try to sleep again, I just can't sleep back again.
Yeah.
Then I play on my phone and get me back to sleep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm a bit like that as well. I really struggle with sleep sometimes.
I have my phone, and I sometimes listen to Enya and it helps me sleep.
Yeah. So it's like a calming type of music.
Yeah, it helps me sleep.
Yeah.
Help me get sleep. I put my headphones on my ears and go to sleep with my Enya on, and then I sleep with it on. Does
that distract you from all the cramps and stuff that you get?
Yeah,
I often listen to a lot of audiobooks and stuff when I'm struggling.
I have to. Yeah. I can't sleep or play my games. I'm playing my games. Yeah. And they help me as well.
Yeah. Well, they get your brain going, don't they?
Yeah.
I have to be careful with that because I find like if I'm doing a game or I'm on TikTok or something, I can be up all night. It distracts you from all the pains and that you have.
Yeah, and then sometimes at night time I get up and come to my room to sit for a couple of hours and go back to bed. And also, I can't shut off sometimes. Sometimes I'm thinking, I can't shut off.
Okay. Do you think that's anxiety or anything like that? Or?
Could be, I don't know.
Yeah. Or could be a diagnosis you don't have. Do you have ADHD?
Yeah.
Well, it could be ADHD, because my brain does that as well. My brain does that too, and I'm going to get an assessment for ADHD.
Yeah, I'm ADHD.
So.
Don't have ADHD.
Yeah.
Don't have ADHD when I was 8 years old.
Okay.
Or maybe 8 years old.
So that's when you were diagnosed with that?
Mm-hmm. They were well known in the 80s. They were well known in the 80s. My mum didn't know what it was until I took me up to the family for it. I didn't know what it was until I was about I would say 8 to 14 years old. Between that age I got diagnosed.
Yeah.
8 to 14 years old.
14.
I went to the mental hospital for a month and I was diagnosed with mobility then.
Right, okay. Fair. Okay, so in the 80s, I mean, that was different, wasn't it, in the 80s? Yeah. They didn't really pay much attention to these things or really understand them very well. All right.
I went to the mental hospital for a month.
So, did you want to pick another one? Or are you happy?
Go ahead.
Whenever you want to stop or you're done. You can if you want.
What's that say?
Let's have a look. So, you've got support and equipment.
Okay, I use a lot of equipment like a wheelchair. I use to go out and about because my bibo. Yeah. And I wanted to don't mix. So I'd have you go on a wheelchair so my ankle gives way otherwise. Yeah. And it swells up and then I pull over, gives way. Yeah. I use a lot of equipment in house. I use like a chair to sit on when I cook. Yeah. I use like a stool around the toilet to help me sit on. A seat sit down when I have a shower, I have a walk-in shower. Yeah. And I have a bed rail to help me get out of bed. Yeah. I can't get up properly in the morning when my legs hurt me, so I get hold of the bed rail and get up. Right. And I'm waiting to get. I can't go to at time. I'm waiting to get as well handrails front door and back door.
Right. Okay. So you have a wheelchair, don't you?
Yeah.
Is that a powered wheelchair? Yeah.
I'm waiting to get a new one because my one's broken.
Yeah, you're having trouble with that at the moment.
Yeah, we're getting a new one.
And some of the equipment that you've got, you had to pay for yourself, haven't you?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm wheelchair I had to pay for myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't use that because I find it hard to use that at the moment because of walking.
Yeah, so you used to rely on the walking frame a lot, but things have progressed a
Yeah.
lot for you, and you're now having to use the wheelchair a
Yeah,
lot.
wheelchair, yeah. And I'm wanting to get a walking frame for indoors. It's got 2 trays on it.
Yeah.
And then you push it along indoors, and then you push it along indoors, and I put cups of tea on it.
Yeah,
and carry
make
cups of tea
it
to my
easier.
car, make more cups of tea. I can't do it myself, I can't carry 2 kids at once.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting to get a walking frame, I'll carry, put them on a walking frame, and then walk with me. A lot easier for me.
So there's a lot of equipment that you need, and the OT is going to come out and help you with that.
Yeah, she is, yeah. I'm on a wait list at the moment, but quite a long wait list.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is like that at the moment. There is a long wait for a lot of things that are needed.
And I've got special cutlery as well I use.
Yeah.
And a special plate I use as well, square one. I put sections in. I put my food in there. So, yeah, I need you for certain food though.
Yeah.
But I need you for every food. One of those I can have on a plate together.
Yeah.
And like I can have certain meals on a plate together.
Yeah.
Most food I use for my try and section it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's because of your autism, isn't it? Because you don't like things touching on the plate and stuff like that. It's sensitive.
And I have to have a routine in the morning and get out of bed.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you like to stick to a routine when you're doing Okay, so as much as possible, you live in a routine, but sometimes it doesn't always work out. I think that's life sometimes.
And I'd have special set meals for eating. I have breakfast at certain... Breakfast don't matter, but I have dinner at a certain time and lunch at tea at a certain time. Breakfast doesn't really matter, but it's more dinner and tea at a certain time.
If you're not in a routine, does that affect you at all? Does that make you feel
It makes me aggy, and I like it.
Yeah, I understand that.
I like being clean and tidy.
And you have carers as well, don't you?
I do have carers, yeah.
So do you feel like you get the right level of support at the moment?
No.
You don't? Okay.
Especially in the morning when it comes to showering. I'm meant to have female, but I can't have one female at the moment. Yeah. So I have males. Yeah. That's no good for my showering. I have to have a female shower. I hate men showering me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I understand that because I think as a married woman as well, personally, I think that's quite disrespectful. Yeah. Like, your personal care, if you are comfortable, not comfortable having male care for your personal care, I think that should be provided by...
Maybe I let male staff to wash my hair, and wash my feet, and wash my face, and brush my hair. Yeah. I don't let anyone take down for property.
No. And you struggle with that, don't you? Because your fibro and all your other stuff that's going on, you struggle... getting a lot of pain and stuff.
And I find that sometimes I find it hard getting dressed. Some days I get dressed easy, some days I can't. Some days when I'm struggling getting dressed, I have to have help from Doug, the other half.
Yeah. But he struggles as well, doesn't he, to do that? That, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because,
my wife's able as well.
So he struggles to do that all the time.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
And then, so you need that personal care, but you're not getting it as regularly as you'd like from the female carers. Yeah,
I love the appointments. I try to go to appointments with carers, but when I go to appointments with carers, they try to help me, but when they take me and deal one, they can't take me out of deal, which is annoying.
Yeah.
And my brother come with me and he finds it hard in hospitals, so I don't like them.
Yeah, because to clarify, your other half is autistic.
Yeah.
And has some challenges as well, but yeah, just to clarify, looking after you is difficult. Yeah. And that's what the carers are there for, but you're not awarded the amount of hours you need, really, are you?
No, not.
No. Unfortunately, there's been a lot of cuts in social care.
Yeah, no, it's not good for people.
No, it's not good for people like yourself. It's not.
And we're waiting to get a key box. We can't want to get key box for carers. Put key in. We did have one, but we lost it. We get a new one, but it's we pawned it.
Yeah. Well, equipment for disabled people, I've mentioned it in other podcasts, is really expensive at the moment.
It is really expensive.
And it's not easy to get the things that you need.
No, it's not. So I have to do baby cups, 2 handles to hold better, and I have to push it on the fork to hold the cup properly. I'm going to struggle cutting.
Yeah, and they don't provide that now. Because I remember I went for an assessment for things to make my life easier. And one of the things was one of them tipping kettle things on a... Yeah, so they wanted me to buy that. They wouldn't provide it anymore.
No.
And I also... The only thing that was provided was a splint for my hand. But that is the only thing they provided. And everything else that they wanted me to have, including cutlery that had thicker handles and things like that, they were all very expensive.
Yeah.
I will have a look, but it's not fair that now you have to pay for those things, because for some people it's just not affordable.
No, it's not affordable. I buy my own bibs. I have to buy my own bibs to stop me getting dirty. They're not affordable. They're hard to get affordable.
Yeah, it all adds up. It all adds up. Even if it's just like little things, when you need like all these things together,
adds up.
It adds up.
Adds up too much. Adds up. And they get so expensive, and it gets really annoying. You can't afford it, and you're struggling with your mental health because you can't get stuff you need.
Yeah, it does bring you down. It
does. Bring you down.
I understand that. So, do you want to pick another subject, or is there something else you want to say? Or move on?
What we got? What's that one?
I don't know. Till you open it. If you need help with it, I'll read it to you.
Oh, I love one.
Yeah. Shall I have a look?
Transport.
Okay. So how do you get about? You've already spoken about it.
Yeah, I get about on my wheelchair. Very hard when I'm bus because some wheelchairs already on there and you can't really get on there.
Yeah.
Wait for the next one, it's really hard. And then it's very hard for the trains as well. They're not affordable these days.
No.
And then you have to book accessibility. That's hard work.
Yeah, so you have to book the access to use a train.
Yeah, it's hard work.
Because you use a ramp, don't you, for your powered wheelchair?
It's hard work.
And buses, I completely understand that one because I have the same issue with buses, that they only allow one wheelchair user at a time.
And it's very hard.
Yeah. I mean they've gotten worse as well because they've been cutting a lot of them down because of money, and the more they cut down, the harder it is for people like me.
Yeah, it is hard.
You end up waiting longer for a bus.
Yeah.
And then you always think, oh, am I going to get home? I better make sure I get an earlier bus.
Yeah, to get home.
To actually get home.
Yeah, no,
it is a risk for people like you and me to go around.
It is a risk, not me.
Yeah. So, I mean, none of you drive, do you?
No, I don't drive, not me.
I'm not able to.
No.
So, relying on public transport.
It's hard.
It's difficult, yeah.
It's difficult, it's very hard. Very hard and very difficult, very not good.
Yeah. How do you find the drivers? Because sometimes I think they can be rude.
Sometimes.
Yeah, very rude. Yeah, I understand that too. There's been times where they won't stop for me, or they're just absolutely.
Or they won't pass.
Yeah, or they're just really, really rude and.
They're not me.
Don't want to.
Not me. We stand at the bus as well, and you're waiting for a bus, and then someone comes past and rashing you with your car.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, not me.
Yeah, it is. I agree with that one.
Not me, ridiculous. Yeah. It's a nightmare. Hard work. Difficult.
Yeah. And now your wheelchair is playing up. That must be difficult as well. Because now you can't get out as much as you used to.
No, I've got to wait for a new one. I'm waiting for such a new one.
Yeah.
Accessibility Centre.
Yeah, there's a lot of. Luckily, there is a lot of charities, but that do refurbished ones that are still expensive, but not as expensive as if you were buying brand new.
Yeah.
But they are still expensive for people that are on a low budget.
Yeah, they are. Let's get out more and stuff. Sleepy.
Yeah, that's what we said. Okay, so is there anything else you want to talk about transport? Any other issues? You're good. How have you found trains?
Hard.
Yeah.
Trains are very hard to get out about them because they annoy me because of the ramps and because of because you have to sit in chairs on them. Some don't have to do you do. Yeah. You're going to chairs, not me on trains. They're not bit of it.
The bumps and stuff aggravate you, so you prefer to transfer if you can. Yeah, I find, because there's still a long way to go with trains. They're a lot better because of the assistance app down here that they brought out, but they're not where they need to be.
Nowhere near,
no. And there is still a massive risk that you're not going to get the support at the other end and end up stuck on the train. Because down here you book your support on the app, and the idea is that somebody will assist you off at your stop, but that doesn't always happen.
No.
When it doesn't, it is terrifying.
It is.
Because you don't know whether you're actually going to get off or end up staying on the train. What I do is I go, where the door is, I go put my chair there, and then I will press the emergency button so that the doors don't shut. But then you get a lot of grief from the public as well, because then your train ends up being late, and that upsets a lot of people.
I know, yeah.
Okay. But just travelling locally, you use your chair, don't you?
Yeah, I use your chair, yeah. Most of the time.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Do you want to pick another one?
Yep. Go ahead. What I'm looking for is someone keep going the one I want.
Well, you can keep going if you want. What you got? Shall I have
I know, pick first.
a look?
Workplace.
Okay, so work past and present. So have you worked before?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
In a disabled unit.
Okay, all right. Was that voluntary or was that?
No, voluntary unpaid.
Oh, okay, cool.
You run the truck and get paid for it. You 2 shifts, you 2 shifts a month.
Yeah.
£70 a month for doing it. And you have to put it in a bank. And then the rest of the time you work in the unit, it's voluntary. You pack sweets, pack crisps, and when you're on the truck, you deliver them all.
Yeah.
You count the money back, and you bank it all.
Right. Okay, I see. Okay. And how was that? Because did you have a lot of these problems when you were working?
No, not at all.
No.
No, they weren't diagnosed until a bit later on in life.
Right. Okay. So you didn't have a diagnosis with some of the physical stuff. How about the mental side of it? Did you find it difficult?
I was getting tired quite a lot because I just got diabetes then.
Yeah.
I was just starting to get tired.
Right. Okay. I see.
I just got diabetes and I was just starting to get tired and we weren't talking out properly yet. And it was annoying me because they were getting very tired, very weak. And in the end, I was travelling from Dover to Herne Bay. And I was used to get up 12 o'clock in the morning, to get ready for work, to get to bus for 6. To get there, and it take me all the way till 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock to get there. And half an hour early from my shift, and half an hour to get into the building. And then I used to go home finish at 5 o'clock, half 4, then get home till 6.
Wow. Okay. So long journey.
Yeah, long journey.
And it tired you up.
And then I gave up because it's too far for me to go.
Yeah. How did you find actually doing it? Did you find that you needed more support, or were they?
No, I find support and everything like that.
Yeah.
So I was getting tired at break time. I was like, break times.
So it was more that it was exhausting.
Yeah. Too much
Okay. That's fair. Yeah. Yeah, people don't realise that because I'm diabetic as well, so I understand.
I only just got diagnosed, and it's very hard for me to deal with.
Yeah.
Because I was getting tired all the time, and then we weren't talking properly.
And it's getting into the rhythm of it as well, because your diet changes, and there's a lot to get used to.
And they're trying to do a heart condition, but wait, it's pretty bad.
Right. So it's going to be a waiting game for that, isn't it?
Yeah, 5 months waiting list for the MDHs, and about 6 months waiting list for the heart problem.
Yeah, so I appreciate that because I have PCOS too. Which is basically why I get a lot of hair loss here, which people probably
hair loss. What problem is I get hair here?
Yeah. So increased amount of hair is part of PCOS. It's a symptom.
But they're looking at polycystic ovaries.
Yeah.
Or they're looking at endometriosis.
Yeah. So I get coffee. I get both those symptoms, and they do suck. Probably not the worst symptoms.
No, I get more like.
Okay. Did you want to move on, or is there anything else you want to say about it? Okay, I'll let you pick another one. You got it?
There's one there. Let's see, one. Hopefully it's one not all.
Well, we'll probably end up doing it more if you like chatting. I don't mind.
Let's
have a look. Public interactions and friendships.
A lot of, I only have a few friends.
Yeah.
Friends I do have, I enjoy. I have you, and I get on with my family.
Alright.
And all my friends I have are very nice to me. I've got best friend, which is Hayley Carr. She's my best friend. Oh. We go out a lot. We do a lot together. We do a lot together, out together, and we talk a lot together. We do a lot of things for her. She's a lot of things for me, and she's my close friend.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Have you had any friendships that have not been great, or they've not been what you thought they were going to be? Like they're judging.
Yes, I have one.
Right.
It's more dog friend than my friends. They're being nasty at me. They are being really picky and really nasty. He drinks a lot, and he upsets Doug, upsets me. Tries to have money. Really nasty.
Takes advantage of you a little bit.
Yeah, and next door picks on us. In the end, I went a breakdown because of my neighbour next door.
Yeah.
But in where I lived before, but he used to take Mickey out of me. I went a breakdown because of him.
Right. Okay.
I'm not much I shed for. Because I wasn't very happy. For about 4 hours up there. Not much I shed 4 hours, and I was not really happy. I got upset, angry, and everything.
Yeah, I understand that. It's awful.
Mm-hmm.
What have public interactions been like for you in shops and stuff? You had any judgment?
No, okay.
No. So there's not enough facilities.
No, 100% real.
No, there
Especially
isn't.
wheelchairs, not.
Yeah, no, I agree with that 100%.
And then they lock them up. It's not fair.
Yeah.
Council lock all toilets up, table toilets. You can't get into them. It's not fair.
No, you're right, and they're not well looked after either.
No, they're not. They're messy sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know why, but they tend not to. They leave the public ones up, the normal ones as well. But I think even more the ones that get neglected are the disabled toilets.
Yeah,
it's just disgusting.
It's
and then of course you got people that are like doing drugs and things like that in them. Which I find really disrespectful.
It is horrible.
So. That isn't sorted out, or
I have to go and use cafe toilets.
Yeah,
it's not fair. Cafe people.
No, I know what you mean, but they're often cleaner, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, but you've had no abuse in shops or anything like that, or around town? Or?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. So do you feel like that's a possibility then?
Could be. I'm not sure. Not yet.
Yeah. So I've had quite a bit actually.
I haven't done yet.
Yeah, I've had quite a bit. I mean, I've discussed a little bit of it before, but yeah, sometimes people's attitudes they can suck.
You know?
And then on the flip side, you can get really lovely people.
Start with that. I'll do all for you.
Yeah, you can get really lovely people that do things like that for you, and I think it's really nice the people that actually ask before they do it.
Yeah,
because there have been some times where people just they help you, and I'm not against people just being nice. But it's nice to be asked first, because sometimes you can do things by yourself.
Yeah,
if you want to.
Sometimes you can't.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need help. It annoys me. And some people help, some people won't. It annoys me.
Yeah, well, some people don't. No, you're right.
It annoys me.
But then, often enough, people will. There are nice people out there. So, did you want another subject?
Please.
Okay.
Not what I'm looking for. It's going to be the last one I'm looking for.
I don't know, girl. I can't tell you. So, let's have a look. What you got?
What I want.
I think I know which one this is as well. Sex and relationships. Okay.
Yeah.
So, don't go into great detail because we're on YouTube and I know what you're like. So, Doug is your husband?
Yeah, he's my partner. Doug's my partner. He's lovely. He's nice, kind of affectionate. He helps me a lot. He takes me out.
Yeah.
Takes me out with my wheelchair. I'm going about Star Wars Doug.
Yeah.
We go out together. We go out on a bus together. Went out tomorrow for a meal. He paid for the meal for me. I'll pay for drinks. I'll pay for drinks.
Lovely man.
Lovely man. He's nice. He's kind. He's helpful.
Yeah.
And treats me loads. We're affectionate. I'm affectionate to him. He's affectionate to me.
Yeah.
And we quite enjoy each other company.
Yeah, that's nice.
I've been married 8 years. Been married 8 years. Been together 28 years.
Okay. So, with your relationships, a couple of things. Do you find that people are quite judgmental, or do they think that you don't?
Some people think that he's my dad.
Life? Do they?
Some people think he's my dad.
Wow. Okay. So? Have people actually said that?
Yeah.
To you? Is that your dad?
Yeah.
Wow. That's awful.
Yeah. No.
Wow. Okay.
I call him my dad.
Right. Okay.
And then they say, your dad? No, he's my heart. I'm married to him. He's not my dad. No.
No. Okay.
They think I'm younger than I am because of my activity.
Right. But do they think he's your carer?
No, they think he's my dad because he's where I'm younger. Down syndrome, and I look younger than what I am. I think he was
they're assuming that he's just your dad. Yeah. Do you feel like people don't understand that people with disabilities want relationships?
No,
and company and sex.
Yeah.
Because I think that's really important. Like I feel that there is a stigma around that. That we don't have a sex life.
No.
Or what our interest is.
Yeah. And what always means why when people come up and say he's my dad, they, well, it's not my dad. He's my other half. I'm married to him. I'm not the age you think I am. I'm not a kid. I'm older than you think I am. I'm 41. He's 49. He's 50 this year. I'm 42 this year.
Yeah.
So we're all going to be together. It was long.
It is. So obviously previously been married. I mean I am still married to be fair, but. I'm separated, and we got a lot of stares and things like that, and he would be off. Usually they thought he was my carer, which I mean he was, but that he wasn't just my carer; he was my husband.
Yeah.
And people didn't see that because that's the first thing they kind of jumped to.
Wrong.
Yeah. Well, it like I said, there's a stigma. There needs to be education.
Big stigma about it. It's wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, there is a stigma. And And I know it's ridiculous, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Another thing that annoys me, when you go out in public, there's not enough, there's places to go to, like, subjects, the places they're going to, right, I want to go to a top area, which is made for disabled people, because you can't get on clubs to get to it. I've been trying to get on club for ages to see when the disabled place is, and go, and they're not on for me.
Okay, yeah, no, that can be difficult as well when you go somewhere. I mean, people don't think about that as a disabled person.
No, don't.
You're constantly having to ring up venues and stuff before you go to make sure that you can get in. That there's
you what time you're on, and then they'll tell you. That's say, I need to make disabled this time, whatever.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Nothing is readily available. And we have to think before we plan any social events. Think about things that other people don't have to think about.
No, that's annoying.
So, me and my friend were talking the other day about, I don't know if you have this issue, but of going into and summers and stuff like that, getting judged by people from being in there. So they often will get funny looks because we're in a wheelchair. So and people were like, oh, why are you in here? That kind of look. Because like I say, people think that people in wheelchairs don't have a sex life, which should be in there. And the staff are usually all right. It's the people in there that we've had issues with.
Yeah, the public.
You know, the public. So yeah, it's, I don't know. There needs to be more education.
More education.
But yes,
I quite agree with what you're saying. More education, more awareness with disabled people.
Yeah, there should be. Not to say that every disabled person is interested in sex either, because any other person, they have the right to choose whether they are or not, whether it's comfortable, whatever. That's it's an individual thing, but it's not it's not based on well, this person is disabled.
And what people judge you is when you're not but you like going to the Pride, and if people why are you going to Pride for? You're not trans, you're not this, you're not that.
No, I think you should be able to go to Pride to support people that are.
Yeah, we want to go to Pride for to support my uncle, and people don't realise that.
No, that shouldn't be an issue at all. That should be just part of the fact that,
Yeah,
the thing with people putting people in boxes, this is the problem, isn't it? It's like, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that,
in boxes, doesn't right.
Stop boxing people up into one category. It does not work.
It don't work.
It doesn't work. It's not fair. It's stereotypical.
Wrong.
It needs to change.
Wrong.
Yeah, I agree. Just let people be.
Yeah, let people be. People do what they want to do. Be their own person. Be free.
Yes, agreed. As long as you're not hurting anyone. What does it matter? No,
what's it matter?
Okay, do you want another one?
Yeah. What else we got?
I don't know.
When we got left? 2 left.
I think there's 2 after this one, so.
No.
Oh, okay. I'll let you open that one then. 3 then. Oh.
Hang on.
Let's have a look.
I'm going to see what it is.
Nutrition. So this is about food. Now, I know you have some issues around food. You struggle with the mental health and indulgent stuff, which affects your diabetes. I mean, I'm not going to judge you there. I know there are a lot of people that be like, well, you've got to look after it. Yeah, realistically you do, But
it's hard, man.
Mental health has a lot to answer for when it comes to comfort eating. Yeah, and like I said, there's no counselling or anything like that.
So you've got to enjoy your
food. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you. It's difficult when you're a foodie and you struggle with that. Yeah. How about because sometimes you get stomach issues, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I can't eat certain foods. I can't eat steak because I can't swallow it. That's my bad esophagus.
Yeah.
I can't eat a lot of chips. I eat fat chips, but they'd be soft in the middle.
Yeah.
And swallow. And I can't eat a lot of gammon. It's really small for me to eat.
Yeah.
Things like that.
So you have to have your food cut up for you quite small. Because your esophagus, it makes it difficult to eat.
Yeah, swallow.
Yeah, okay. And does it make you feel sick as well?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so digestion problems and things like that. Oh, it must be difficult. Is there certain foods that you have to stay away from because of that?
Yeah, like steak.
Like steak?
Steak, one of them. Things that are too hard for my teeth.
So fatty foods and things, do they affect you?
Yeah, some fatty foods don't affect them, but not what it is.
Right, okay. Like mega fried foods and things,
Yeah, I've had a lot of fried food. What for anybody more to come?
Yeah, you're sick. Oh, it must be, well, what's another thing you're waiting to get sorted out?
Yeah, I'm waiting to wait list is.
Oh, no. Yeah. Waiting lists. Did you want to pick another one?
Yep.
See what you get. Whenever you want to stop, let me know, we can.
I will do at least one more. That's last one anyway.
One more? Yeah, you're right, there is one more on here.
Yeah.
What you got then? Home management. So we've already touched on this a little bit because you get carers and things to help.
Yeah, housework's quite hard for me.
Yeah.
I can put away clothes. I can do pillowcases. I can do sheets, but that's about it. I can't do make bed. I can't do quilts. I get the soul up and I'm throwing it. I find it hard hanging clothes up. I find it hard hanging. I find it hard. I can hoover.
Yeah.
I find it hard washing up. I can cook.
Okay. And the housework, does that affect your pains and things like that?
Too much it does. I get back pain.
So is it little bits at a time?
You do too much, I get back pain. It's not hurting me. I start screaming.
Yeah. No, I understand all of that.
Hard work.
It must be difficult.
It's difficult. A lot difficult, home management. But I can do bills, and I can do appointments over the phone. I can make appointments. But what annoys me, Care won't do his, but I have to do his for him.
Right, okay. Yeah. So do the carers help you with the cleaning and that?
They do, yeah.
But the thing is, because they don't, I know you don't get a lot of hours, so that must make it difficult. Because
I get 2 hours cleaning on a Tuesday, and 2 hours on Wednesday, 4 hours a week.
Right, and do you think that's enough for that?
No.
No.
Don't.
No, it's difficult, isn't it?
Should be an hour a day, should be really.
Yeah, I think daily would be better. I do. For you, and I know that because of your physical problems as well, it is difficult to do housework.
Yeah, it is difficult.
Yeah, although there are things that you can buy that make it slightly easier.
Yeah, no, I've got a gripper somewhere, but I have one at the moment. I've got a gripper somewhere I can't find. I've got everything on
Well, the best thing, one of them flash mob things.
Yeah.
They're really good. You can do them from your wheelchair and just go, and they're like I don't know if you ever used them, like wipes that go on the bottom.
Yeah, I've seen them all.
Yeah, I think they're pretty good. They're expensive.
Yeah.
You can get cheaper versions, I think. I haven't really looked, but I've got the flash one. They're pretty good to use. They're easy to push, whereas an actual mop, you end up making it is.
I'm probably trying to get one of them, but hard.
Yeah, I understand. Again, financially, these things aren't cheap.
No.
They're not cheap. They're expensive.
They are expensive.
And that's something you wouldn't get funded for you.
No.
So, not like, it sounds like we're saying, fund all these things for us. At the end of the day, these things that make us more independent. Yeah, more independent. And it's not readily available.
No, it's not. It's difficult.
And a lot of us are living in poverty.
Difficult. It's hard.
Yeah, it is hard.
A lot of people are living in poverty.
They are. They're living on a very, very strict budget.
And
open the line. You want me to?
You went reading me.
Accessibility. So we touched on this a little bit, didn't we?
Yeah.
So this would be, you were talking around the shops and stuff.
Yeah. And it's very hard to do the shops, very hard to get out and about. Someone who'll book stuff in advance. Yeah. All in business.
Yes. So having a social life as a disabled person is complicated.
It's complicated.
Because if you're anything like you were saying earlier, you have to think about everything.
And booking things. If you've got disabled access, steps, what you got, what you can't get, 100 steps.
No, that's it. Has it got steps? Can you get your chair in?
What can't you?
Yeah, what can't you do? And like, I don't know if this ever occurred to you, but there'll be times where they'll say they're accessible, but their idea of access is dangerous. It's not like going to happen.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like their idea of access is, we can lift you in the front, or we've got a ramp, but it's like mega steep, and you're not going to get your chair anywhere near that without tipping over and hurting yourself. Yeah. So it's that as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's that as well. Yeah.
So you can't always guarantee that what they're saying on the phone is actually the case, because for a lot of people that own these buildings and
pubs or whatever,
they don't understand accessibility.
They don't
at all. They think that the bare minimum is good. It's not good enough at all. I've had There's been really disappointing phone calls I've had. I don't know about you, where you've rung someone up, you want to do something, and it's like, nah, you won't get in here.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. That's not so good, is it, really?
It was nice.
And, you were talking about shopping and aisles and stuff. You struggle to get your chair around. Yeah, difficult. Yeah. What about, because I often enough when I'm like in shops and it's really small, I have to be careful not to knock anything over.
Yeah, what
get things attached to my chair.
Yeah.
And, that can be really, and then I'm constantly in people's way. Constantly.
Yeah, don't mind.
And then you get looks of like, well, we're trying to get by, and you're like, well, I know that, but with the way the design of the shop, it's not going to happen. I can't get out your way, So a lot of shops aren't designed for people like
no wheelchairs. They're not good.
No, and a lot of corner shops, they're quite bad.
They are
quite bad because you wouldn't get a powered wheelchair in them.
No,
you wouldn't, would you? They're so small.
Yeah, you can't get powered.
And most of the time they're the cheaper ones as well.
Yeah.
So you can't even access what you can afford.
No, you can't. It's wrong.
Yeah. It's difficult, isn't it? Getting in, because at the moment you're flat as well, isn't it? You can't get your wheelchair in very well, can you?
No,
so there needs to be some adaptations done there.
I'm waiting for a ramp for IT, but they've got to sort it out.
Yeah, so that's another thing as well. It's like it's not easy for you to get your chair in and that, and you need to be able to use that.
Yeah.
So, and I haven't moved you to a place that's fully. You have to wait to be assessed, and there's all that.
My chair to wait.
Yeah.
To get a ramp for my chair, and then to get handles for the doors.
Yeah. We're living in a world at the moment where even people's properties are not designed for their needs straight away, and then there's a whole wait, and it's okay. It's all right. I understand why there's a wait. I'm not saying I don't, but what do you do in the meantime?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It becomes...
It would.
It makes your life really hard.
It does.
Really hard. But yeah, like venues and things like that, definitely understand that one.
Yeah.
Cafes as well can be difficult,
Not everywhere, not me.
Things like, I remember there was a cafe, the worst ones for me are the ones where they've got static chairs. You don't see them very often, but the cafe that used to be on the seafront, I won't mention it, but they used to have tables that were like screwed into the floor, and then their chairs were like screwed in as well. You can't move them.
Yeah.
So if you're using a wheelchair, there's no way you can move a seat to park your wheelchair up.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, and then you end up being either on the end of a table or, and then you stick right out and you're in everyone's way again. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've had that problem. And like I say, and shelves as well. I find it's probably just me. I don't think they do this because they know I'm coming, but I feel like everything I need's on the top shelf.
So what?
You know what I mean? It just seems to work out that way, and then I have to go and ask someone for a bit of help.
Yeah, they're right.
But I am going to get a grabber at some point, I think, because my friend's
I've got a grabber, but it's
I'm going to have to get one. So, at least I can grab a box of cereal.
One, but I've got one.
But yeah. I think that's just coincidental. I don't think it's obviously.
No.
But it does feel like the world's against you sometimes.
Does, yeah, they're not.
Yeah. Now, talking about accessibility around your area where you live.
There's not a lot of drop curbs.
Yeah, 100%. There needs to be
more. Because these are all bungalows. They're saying yes. Why are there more drop curbs?
Yeah, I agree with you. All of the houses around here are supposed to be for disabled people, and there's a lot of disabled people that live around this area particularly.
Yeah.
But the curbs, when I come and visit you, there's only like maybe one or two. And then at some point as well, I have to use the road.
Yeah.
Coming round, which is incredibly dangerous when people are coming in and out of their car.
Probably.
So that something needs to be done about that, because I think there's like probably more than 4 wheelchair users living around here. I couldn't tell you exactly, but I know there's a few.
There is a few.
So why isn't that not being done? Okay, so are you happy to leave it there?
Yes, I'm happy to leave it.
Have you enjoyed the interview today?
Yes, I have enjoyed the interview very much, Hayley. You're a star.
No worries.
And I enjoyed the interview to go on your YouTube, and how much it's going to be put up.
Perfect. So I'm going to get editing, and thank you for joining us today with my friend Carol. give me a like and subscribe if you like my content. I will be doing more interviews as we go along. And I look forward to being a part of the next one. So give us a like and subscribe.